Hey guys, so I have a series review and that is on Scott Pilgrim by Bryan Lee O'Malley. Scott Pilgrim is a graphic novel consisting of 6 volumes. Let's go over the titles. First we have Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Life. Second we have Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Third we have Scott Pilgrim and the Infinite Sadness. Fourth we have Scott Pilgrim Gets It Together. Fifth we have Scott Pilgrim versus the Universe. And sixth we have Scott Pilgrim's Finest Hour. I ate these like hotcakes. It took me about an hour to read each one, so it was a very quick, light read. Lots of pop culture, video game, and anime references that I adored and loved and thought was hilarious. Let's talk about what Scott Pilgrim is all about. Basically, our hero is Scott Pilgrim, age 23 years old, and he is coasting through life. He is unemployed, sponging off of his gay roommate Wallace Wells. He is also a bass player in his band Sex Bob-omb, along with Kim Pines, who is the drummer, and Steven Stills, who is the talent of the group, and they have their groupie that hangs out with them, young Neil. We find out Scott is dating a high schooler, Knives Chow, age 17 years old. Scott finds the relationship very simple, uncomplicated, and it's not until Scott meets the girl of his dreams, Ramona Flowers, and Ramona is mysterious, aloof. Scott falls head over heels for her. Of course, we find out the twist at the end of volume 1. Scott has to defeat Ramona's 7 evil exes to continue dating her, and that's basically where the plot takes off. That's the plot. It's insane. Let's talk about the character Scott Pilgrim. Scott is not your typical hero. He is actually one of the laziest, self-absorbed characters I have read. He doesn't realize the impact of his actions and the people he affects. He's kind of one of those lovable, dim-witted characters. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he has a lot of heart, which is admirable, and he wants this relationship between he and Ramona to work. I can't say he's a very likable character. His character develops as the series continues, but very slowly, and you're just kind of rooting for him to get things, become a better person. Let's talk about Ramona Flowers. She is one of many strong female characters in this book. She is probably the girliest tomboy I've seen. She has a lot of baggage. Her past is following her around. She develops as a character a lot as well, especially towards the end of the series. I found her a likable female character as far as personality. She's very easygoing and laid back and kind of one of the boys. Other than her questionable past exes, she's trying to make it work also, trying to move past what was before. Overall, I thought the characters were a lot of fun, quirky, different. I would say my favorite character is Wallace Wells, Scott's roommate. He's best friends with Scott, and he's kind of the conscious, trying to urge Scott to do the right thing, to help him grow up a little bit. You know, he's always there for Scott until, you know, he has to sleep with someone, and he kind of kicks Scott out of the apartment. But other than that, he's amazing. So let's talk about the plot. The plot is insane and random and hilarious. The whole arc of defeating Ramona's 7 evil exes is a lot of fun. The exes have very mystical, magical, fantastical things about themselves. You know, along with the 7 evil exes, there's also another aspect of the series, which is the slice of life that these characters go through. With the slice of life aspect to it, you know, Scott's backstory and his past, I felt that aspect of the series was kind of underwhelming and overshadowed by the awesomeness of the evil exes. Also, as far as the pacing and the segues between scenes in the graphic novel, I found the segues very abrupt and random. Sometimes I would have to reread panels and double check I haven't skipped any pages. There were moments that the continuity was very staggered. That was kind of distracting. Also, there were aspects in the story where Bryan Lee O'Malley kind of breaks down the fourth wall, talks to the reader, shows you how to play one of Sex Bob-omb's songs, also teaches you how to make vegan shepherd's pie, which I thought was a lot of fun. There's also a lot of visual cues in the book that mimic sitcoms and pop culture and anime. Let's talk about the graphics of Scott Pilgrim. I really enjoy Bryan Lee O'Malley's graphic style. It's kind of a manga-ish style, especially with the big eyes, you know, in between that anime and chibi look. The black and white graphics were really strong, a lot of detail. As the series progressed, you could see Bryan Lee O'Malley's style evolve and get better. I thought the consistency of his style was changing in the beginning volumes, and it really develops and continues in the later volumes. So I thought that was really good. Just one problem with the graphics in terms of characters. Some of the characters looked very alike, especially with young Neil and Scott. Sometimes I would have to refer to the t-shirts they're wearing to distinguish between them. Overall, I thought the graphics were really awesome. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give Scott Pilgrim the series a readable rating. I would consider it lower on the readable rating scale. I think the characters and the story kind of felt a little bit flat for me. I was hoping to like it a lot more, but there were just a lot of awesome elements that made it really funny, hilarious, different, interesting. There was a lot of Canadian references. Go Canada! I don't think it's for everyone though. If you're not into video games or anime or very indie, quirky things, maybe it's not for you. For those really into stylized artwork and fun awesomeness, definitely check it out. So that's my review for Scott Pilgrim. Movie review of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is up next. I will talk to you later.